The desert sun blazed over the endless stretch of golden sand dunes. Wind swept through the tall ridges, howling like a haunting spirit from a forgotten past. In the middle of this vast wilderness stood a small, quiet settlement, barely touched by modern civilization. Stone houses, worn from the sand and sun, clustered near a hidden oasis, a rare jewel in an otherwise harsh world. In one of these houses lived Lana, a striking young woman with sun-browned skin, stormy eyes, and hair as dark as the night sky. She had been raised in the desert all her life, taught to read the stars, find water in the driest places, and listen to the whispers the wind carried. Her father, a retired archaeologist, had brought her here after the mysterious disappearance of her mother. And then there was Rayan, an outsider, a city-born photographer who had come to the desert a year ago for a documentary project. What began as a short stay turned into a permanent escape. The desert had a strange pull on him. Or perhaps it was Lana. Their love had blossomed under the cloak of desert nights, far from the noise of the outside world. They would meet near the oasis at night, their laughter echoing under the stars. Rayan would capture Lana in his lens, her barefoot steps on the sand, the way she danced with the wind, her silhouette outlined against the glowing horizon. Their kisses were slow, deep, and warm, much like the desert air at dusk. Their hugs lingered, skin against skin, hearts beating faster. One evening, as the sky turned to molten gold, a dust-covered jeep roared into the village. From it stepped a woman, tall, graceful, and mysterious. Her name was Mira, and she said she was a journalist researching ancient ruins in the area. But Lana could feel something strange about her immediately. Mira asked too many questions, not just about ruins, but about people. About Rayan. Over the next few days, Mira grew close to Rayan. Too close. Lana noticed the change. Rayan, once devoted and open, started coming home late from his solo photography trips. He began hiding his camera, locking his phone, growing quiet when Lana spoke of the future. One night, Lana followed him. She knew the desert well. It was her home, her blood. She walked silently through the dunes, hiding behind the tall grass near the oasis. There, under the moonlight, she saw Rayan and Mira. Close. Laughing. And then kissing. Her heart didn't break with a sound. It shattered in silence, just like the desert night. Cold, breathless. The next morning, Rayan returned to their home, sand in his hair and guilt heavy in his eyes. Lana didn't yell. She didn't cry. She simply asked, "Did you love her?" He didn't answer. Silence was the loudest confirmation. That night, he begged her forgiveness. He held her, kissed her, cried into her shoulder. Lana let him. She needed to feel his arms around her one more time, to hold onto what they had, even if it had already turned to ash. But inside her, something shifted. Weeks passed. Mira had left without a word. Rayan tried to rebuild what they had, but Lana had changed. She had started digging through her father's old journals, researching something that had been whispered in her family for generations, a legend about a buried temple beneath the desert. Something ancient. Something powerful. She wanted truth now. Not just about her love, but about everything. One night, as a storm brewed over the horizon, Lana invited Rayan for one last journey, a photography trip to the edge of the desert, where the wind carved out ancient symbols in stone. She said she needed him, that she still loved him. And she did. But love is not always enough. They camped under the stars. Rayan took photos. Lana wandered off, looking for inspiration. But she was looking for something else. She found it buried beneath the sand, an entrance to a collapsed ruin, hidden for centuries. She returned to camp, her heart racing. She told Rayan the truth, that she'd seen him and Mira, that she knew about the lies, that she had forgiven him. But forgiveness, she explained, didn't mean she could love the same way again. Then she showed him the journal, maps, cryptic notes, drawings of the temple her father had spent his life searching for. "This is what I need now," she said, "to find my own path." They kissed that night, soft and slow. A farewell. One last memory to hold on to. Lana returned to the village alone. Months passed. Rayan left the desert. No word. No return. But Lana remained. She eventually uncovered the ruins, working with a team of archaeologists who came because of her father's writings. She became known as the Daughter of the Sands, her story whispered across the desert like legend. Then one day, a familiar voice called her name near the oasis. She turned. Rayan stood there, camera in hand, older, worn, and quiet. "I came back," he said. "You're late," she replied. "But I'm here," he said. "And I'm not the same," she whispered. They sat together. No promises, no apologies. Just the wind, the sand, and the weight of everything they'd been through. In the desert, love burns, fades, and sometimes is reborn, just like the dunes, ever shifting beneath the sun.